Good evening and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights. I'm Jay Pushkar, joined by Mike Fenner, and of course later on in the show we'll hear from Tom Decker shortly as the Fairview boys basketball team entered the night playing in their 6th straight District 10 championship game, Mike.
And Jay, what a matchup for the Tigers taking on the other Tigers, Sharon down from Mercer County at Farrell High School for the District 10 gold.
And this game was a dandy. Let's pick it up in the action of the first half. It's Sharon striking first. Josh Tarr goes baseline for the bucket. Tarr with 12 points on the night. A little later, it's Fairview's Matt Nyland from way out. That three makes it a 4-point Sharon lead. How about IUP commitment Ethan Porterfield, the big man, showing off his range. He had 3 of those on the night. Sharon goes back up by 7. Back comes Fairview. Nyland one more time from beyond the arc. He would finish with 9 points. Back the other way. It's Porterfield. And man, that postman showing off his guard-like skills. He takes it off the dribble. He would finish with 27 points in this one. Fairview keeping things close. Matt Franos hits the pull-up jumper, the nice floater there. The game came down to the wire, but it's Sharon holding on for the 47-44 win. As we take a look at the Lewis Fitness and Performance scoreboard, Sharon wins their 2nd straight District 10 championship. Both teams, though, will advance to the state tournament next week. Meanwhile, down in Meadville, Mike, only one team would advance out of to the PIAA state playoffs in Class 3A as the consolation game took place for Mercyhurst Prep in Sharpsville.
Yeah, taking on the Blue Devils for the Lakers, and after racking up a win a year ago, the Blue Devils missed the state playoffs because of the Lakers for the first time since 2011. Quite a juicy rematch for Sean Bayer's Lakers, trying to repeat last year's solid effort. Sean Bayer's veteran group knocking out Sharpsville last season, but how about Matt Dorisco leading the Blue Devils this time around? Here's Nick Byerly with the up and under. Mike in layup. 20-5 Mercyhurst Prep after 1. Second half, it's the nice, pretty pump fake and pull up for Griffin Herron. He had 12. Lakers up by 6. 5.5 to play. This was a big shot for Alex McClinsky. 3 of his 10 out of the corner. MPS up by 5. Then this one feels like the dagger, right? 1:42 to play. 9-point lead off the Herron finish on the hang and hit, but less than 40 seconds to play. Jackson Doyle ties the game off the window. He had 15, tied at 63. And with 0.6 seconds to go, Max Messett with the big shot as he puts Sharpsville up by 3. Last chance for Matt Bangle and Mercyhurst Prep off the mark, and the Lakers are stunned and upset. Sharpsville gets the victory down at Meadville, 66-63, as the Lakers go home.
I think everybody in that gym or in that locker room right now would like to go back and relive that last 2 minutes. I mean, we had enough points to win the game, and we just didn't handle it well the last 2 minutes. They're really good kids that are simply more than basketball players, and we appreciate everything they've done for the program.
On the Lewis Fitness and Performance scoreboard, Mercyhurst Prep, a crushing defeat to exit on the end of their season, 66-63. 17 points for Matt Bangle, 12 for Griffin Herron, Nick Byerly, and Anthony Grant Cook in the loss.
Let's head to Oil City now for the consolation game between Titusville and Harbor Creek in Class 4A. Rockets blasting off early on in this one. Jaquil Johnson runs the break and finds Ethan Roberts for the deuce. Huskies counter at the other end, though. Sam Howell with the arcing three-pointer. He would net 12 points in this one. Titusville would answer, though, with the perimeter game of their own. Johnson converts here as he had 5 3-pointers on the night. He would eventually finish with 24 points. Harbor Creek was pesky all night, though. Trailing by 11, Casey Smith goes strong to the rack. Huskies were down 9 at that point. However, Titusville just had enough in the tank tonight to get the job done. Johnson with yet another 3-pointer. Titusville knocks off Harbor Creek, and they knock them out of the postseason altogether. They go on to win it 68-65. Now it's time to turn it over to our third member of our crew, Tom Decker. Tom?
Thank you, gentlemen. While only one of those teams could emerge in that third-place game to play in the state tournament, both Grove City and Hickory already know they're state playoff bound. But first, they had to decide who was the best in Class 4A with the District 10 championship on the line tonight. We picked things up in the first down in Slippery Rock, and it's going to be Grove City's Marcus Cintron taking the handoff and knocking down the jumper. He had 19 points. Hickory answers back. Donald Whitehead, look at that cut, goes right to the rack there. He led all scorers with 32 in this one. More from Grove City. Logan Lutz, you've heard that in football season. He can also do it with the basketball. Nice little pump fake there. That's good. But this one would be Hickory outscoring Grove City 54-49. They are your 4A champions. Class 2A championship featured a little hockey here. We got to love the hockey, boys. I don't know how we're going to go hockey. I haven't even watched these highlights. Look at Crosby. He does not play for Wilmington. Maybe we'll get it. What do you think, guys? We're going to get this? I mean, we love the Pens here. All right, Lakeview and West Middlesex here. This game was amazing. In the fourth, that's going to be Boggs here. Gavin Boggs knock it down. That gave the Sailors a 2-point lead, but back come West Middlesex. They get the lead here by 1, and check this out. West Middlesex down by 2 after 2 foul shots by the Sailors. They have to commit the foul here. That means, that's right, Gavin Boggs makes his 2 foul shots, leading it to this one final play. 6 seconds left, and it's going to be no good there. How about this one? Sailors pick up here, and they get the win. Huge play for them. They go on to win 46-49. Gentlemen, that's going to do it for me. I love hockey, but back to you.
Yeah, we're sorry about that, Tom, but a nice job and a nice recovery by him, as we'll hopefully get back to those actions of the highlights a little bit later on. But after eliminating Tidiute Charter on Wednesday night at Edinburgh, Commodore Perry faced Jamestown at Meadville in the Class A championship game. Mike, in the fourth quarter, Commodore Perry trying to hang around. Nathan Stringerth with the 3 ball. Then it's lefty Caleb Krishner from out of the corner. That 3 is good, but Elliot Stedman hits the corner 3 for the Muskies, and it's Jamestown over Commodore Perry 47-33, the program's first ever District 10 championship in boys hoops. Congratulations.
The Meadville boys are back in action tomorrow night at 6:30 at Slippery Rock University against DuBois in Class 5A sub-regional play. The Bulldogs are coming off their District 10 championship win over Cathedral Prep this past Tuesday night, and Mark McElhaney's group is after so much more tomorrow.
About midway through the season, I thought they figured it out. They learned how to move the ball and play as a team, and their friends and their special group of kids. It's going to be fun.
Meadville taking on DuBois at 6:30 in 5A from Slippery Rock University's Morrow Fieldhouse. Kennedy Catholic to follow at 8 p.m. versus Alderdice.
To men's basketball, Barron facing Hamilton in the NCAA National Tournament. Late second half, Lions leading when Justin Gorney buries the 3. Then it's Andy Nyland with the dribble drive and score. Barron up by 6 minutes later. It's Mike Fisher dropping in the tough lay-in. Barron still nursing that 6-point lead, though. Just over 3 minutes to go. Dan Wanker steps up and buries the 3. Lions still nursing a lead, but the Continentals would make one final push. Kenneth Gilmore with the go-ahead drive there as Hamilton grabs the lead. Barron with one last chance. Fisher trying to make it a tying effort, and it comes up short. Wow. Barron falls in dramatic fashion on the road in the first round of the NCAA tournament, 72-70.
We just came out, we had to play our heart out. Coach was talking to us all week, preparing us and saying, this game's bigger than us, but it was more hard, you know. I feel like we showed our heart out there. You know, 5 senior starters, a couple guys came in off the bench and just played their butts off.
On the Lewis Fitness and Performance scoreboard, the Barron men are bounced out 72-70, 17 points for both Justin Gorney and Mike Fisher. On the girls' side of things, it's been a historic season for the Fairview girls basketball team as they will take on Mercyhurst Prep in tomorrow's District 10 Class 3A championship.
Culture change for the Lady Tigers program has them in a spot they've never seen quite before.
I think it's just like the intensity and like this mindset that he brings to the plate with us, I guess. It's just a completely different game with him.
In his second season coaching the Fairview girls, head coach Aaron Garrity has taken the Lady Tigers to uncharted territory.
It's all them. They're believing in their coachable kids, and you know, they really work hard each and every day in practice.
After winning their first playoff game in 35 years, Garrity's 18-win Fairview team will play for its first District 10 championship.
That's what we're trying to build here. We've been working hard as a whole program, and it means a lot to us. This is a great group of girls to coach. Couldn't be any prouder.
Just 2 years after the program capped off back-to-back 3-win seasons.
It feels so great to like actually get recognition for like all of the hard work that we've put in over the years. Like we weren't too good freshman and sophomore year, even last year a little bit, but now that we like have this record and like we're on this streak right now, it feels so great.
This was a dream of mine since I was a freshman, and even in middle school I always wanted to get to D10 for basketball. Basketball is my sport, and I'm just so excited I can't even describe it.
But it's no accident that Fairview has reached this spot with a chance to knock off Mercyhurst Prep for District Gold.
We put in work during the summer. We put in all the effort that we can, and finally that it's paying off, it means the world to us.
How about some District 10, actually PIAA regional wrestling. Let's kick things off at 120 pounds down at Sharon, where Sagertown's Alex Keitlinger was battling Thomas Johnson out of Iroquois. Keitlinger starting the scoring off with a 2-point reversal, and there was no escaping for Johnson as Keitlinger gets the pin to move on there. Up next at 126 pounds, Fort LaBeouf's Jonathan Ploss meeting up with Union City's William Burgess. Burgess with the reversal and would wave his way in this one as he would go on to take the 7-0 decision. In the way of team standings, it's Reynolds with the big lead with 94 points, followed by Greenville at 45. Union City at 31. Action continues tomorrow, starting with the semifinals.
How about day one of the District 10 Swimming Championships at Spire Institute? We begin with the girls' 200-yard freestyle in Class 2A, clocking in with a championship time of 1:54.63 is Ellie Krause of Fairview. In the boys' 200-yard freestyle in Class 2A, it's the District 10 champion. In that event, going to Franklin's Jake Eshelman with a top time of 1:47.51. Over in girls' Class 3A, 200-yard freestyle, outracing the field was McDowell's Celia Fortiaccio. Her time was 2:01.93, and in the boys' Class 3A 200-yard freestyle, Warren's Andrew Byer is a District 10 champion. He paced the field with a time of 1:50.38. The swimming will conclude Saturday afternoon at